in win and place prize money. Top weight, Cool Ground, Adrian Maguire. Can he make it a treble? Number 2, Nick the Brief, back on the track. Robbie Supple on board. Number 3, Brown Windsor Blinkered, ridden by Jamie Osborne. And Osborne. Number 4, Sibden Abbey, Mr. Paul Murphy, claiming 7. 5, Topsham Bay, Hewell Davis. 6, the odds-on favourite, Rushing Wild, Peter Scudamore. 7, Kildimo, Michael Fitzgerald. 8, Seagram, ridden by David Tegg today. Number 9, Keep Talking, Steve Smith-Eccles. Number 10, Duntree, Richard Dunwoody. Can he go one better this afternoon on Duntree? 11 is Go Far Blinker, Brendan Powell, but Give Us a Buck does not take part. 11 runners line up then for this 3-mile, 5-furlong test. Let's check the betting from John Tyrrell.
Thank you, Graham. And Rushing Wild is the even money favourite now, opened up at 5 to 4 on. Sibden Abbey steady at 5s, and Keep Talking is 8 to 1 from 7s. Duntree has just gone back to 10 to 1 from 9 to 1, and Brown Windsor is 20s and 14s. Cool Ground another 20 to 1 chance, this time from 16 to 1. Also on 20s is Go Far, Topsham Bay is 25s and 20s, Kildimo 33s, Nick the Brief at 40s, and Seagram the outsider 66 to 1.
Down at the start for this, the Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial. 24 fences to jump. Keep Talking on the extreme left of the picture with the black cap. Lost just a length or so at the start. At the first, and Rushing Wild, the yellow cap jumps it well and leads. From Topsham Bay with the check colours, Brown Windsor on the outside, and Go Far nosing through, battling for the front as they come down towards the second fence, which is an open ditch. And at it, Rushing Wild jumps it in the lead. Sibden Abbey 11 to 2 from 5s at the off, and that's on the extreme right of the picture in the green colours with the white sleeves. But they're quite closely grouped, headed by Rushing Wild as they pass us with 2 circuits to go. Go Far is second, Brown Windsor third. On the inside races Seagram, with Seagram Topsham Bay. Keep Talking creeping through on the rail, followed by Duntree. Kildimo out wide. Widest of all, Sibden Abbey, Nick the Brief and Cool Ground are the back markers as they continue to progress up this stiff Sandown climb. Turn right-handed and downhill now towards number 3. And it's Rushing Wild leading. Just watch his jumping. Just view for yourself if he's a real, true Cheltenham Gold Cup prospect. He's got 10 stone 1 here, and he is, well, relatively inexperienced to hold 3rd spot in the Gold Cup betting. And as the sun shines, would you believe it, they come down towards fence number 3. And it's Rushing Wild who leads. Rushing Wild leading from Go Far, with Brown Windsor, Sibden Abbey out wide. Keep Talking going the shortest way, and then with him is Seagram. Kildimo just behind these, and then Duntree the rail. And so they're heading into the back straight now and down towards the next. Rushing Wild, but only just as Go Far ranges alongside, and Keep Talking a little bit slow there. Nick the Brief is the back marker. Go Far now is taking Rushing Wild on as they jump the next one. Both jumped it impeccably. Seagram a little bit slow. Next one they take is an open ditch, and as they come to it, stride for stride, and Rushing Wild on the inside. And Duntree and Ryder are parting company there. Duntree is out of it. Go down towards the water jump. And it's Go Far and Rushing Wild from Keep Talking, Kildimo and Brown Windsor, and then Sibden Abbey. They come to take the water, and Rushing Wild leaps it well. And Richard Dunwoody sitting on the ground looking rather disgusted with himself, and a few contemplative thoughts, no doubt. Come to the railway fences, numbers 8, 9 and 10 coming into it, and Keep Talking coming through on the inside. Again jumped a little bit slowly there. Rushing Wild and Go Far share it. Head to the middle of the island fences, and it's Rushing Wild and Go Far. Really fine leap by Go Far there, and go to the last on the far side, the 10th. Go Far, the blinkered runner, on the outside of Rushing Wild, with Brown Windsor wide of Keep Talking. These are 3rd and 4th, and behind these comes Kildimo in 5th place. A length after Kildimo is Seagram the rail, Cool Ground, Nick the Brief, Sibden Abbey, and the back marker is Topsham Bay. Just a little bit detached from the others. The even money favourite, Rushing Wild, shares the lead. Sibden Abbey is at 11 to 2 at the rear of the main group. Keep Talking at 13 to 2 is the black cap on the rail as they come down towards the pond fence for the first time, fence number 11. And it's Rushing Wild from Go Far on the outside. Keep Talking and getting a bit closer, Cool Ground, Kildimo in pale colours. On the extreme right in the blue sleeves, Brown Windsor, and 4 virtually in line there. Topsham Bay, the back marker, and Seagram just getting 1 or 2 reminders. They've got 2 miles to go, and they come towards fence number 12, Rushing Wild, Peter Scudamore. Out of form at Warwick earlier on this afternoon. but has forced the pace so far, or helped to force the pace in this long-distance chase on Rushing Wild. And they come towards the second last open ditch. They have to jump fence number 13, and it's Rushing Wild who comes to take it, jumping well. The order then, it's Rushing Wild by a length to Go Far. Brown Windsor bowling along wide of Kildimo, a length behind these Cool Ground, certainly close enough. Adrian Maguire just moves his goggles down, gives Cool Ground a pat on the neck there to encourage him. Nick the Brief's going well, and then Keep Talking ridden along, and Sipton Abbey and Topsham Bay. And at this stage, John Francombe Seagram at the rear of the field, not really enjoying it, but it's Rushing Wild out in front.
The favourite's done nothing wrong so far. On the other hand, you wouldn't have a better ride than Go Far is giving Brendan Powell in second place, but several of the question marks have been answered, or sort of answered. Keep Talking, quite different tactics this time, not in front and not going all that well, John.
No, he just missed the break, and also he's just hasn't jumped particularly quickly, whereas Rushing Wild and, as you said, Go Far jumping immaculately. Rushing Wild has given Peter Scudamore and vice versa a very good ride indeed. Nick the Brief, he's going tremendously well. Look at him just in behind it, just jumped now, white with the green braces. Let's go back and join Graham.
And Seagram was very slow there, all but tailed off, and I would imagine that David Taylor put him up. But it's Peter Scudamore leading on Rushing Wild as they level up towards fence number 15. It's Rushing Wild by about a half a length to Go Far, and Kildimo through it. Oh, good leap there by Rushing Wild. Took a couple of lengths out of the field, but Cool Ground, he's getting much closer in fourth place. A big break to Nick the Brief. Another plain fence, Rushing Wild. Cool Ground a little bit untidy there. Rushing Wild by 3 lengths to Kildimo, and then Go Far, and then Cool Ground. Last ditch they jump, and Topsham Bay is being pulled up. So it's Rushing Wild leading. Nick the Brief has suddenly run out of petrol and is dropping right back through the field. Rushing Wild by 3 lengths to Kildimo, by 4 lengths to Go Far, by 3 lengths to Cool Ground. To the water jump for the final time. Rushing Wild from point to point, leading clear by 3 to Kildimo in second, and a big break opening up then to Go Far, who's just getting a reminder there as they head down towards the 6th from home. And it's Rushing Wild, clear by 4, comes to it, a little bit untidy there. Kildimo in second, and then Go Far and Cool Ground having races for places. Go to the middle fence on the far side. Rushing Wild takes it from Kildimo, who is untidy there, just jumped into the ground. Brown Windsor was very slow at the rear of the field. He could well be pulled up. And it's Rushing Wild clear now by 6 to 8 lengths. 2 in second place, Kildimo, then Cool Ground, giving 2 stone to Rushing Wild. Very different kettle of fish at Cheltenham. 6 lengths back then to Go Far, and really Rushing Wild has spread eagle the field. 3 more fences to jump for Rushing Wild, but surely if you've laid the odds on or even money, you're feeling a little bit confident, but don't rule out Cool Ground, twice the winner of this race, and getting a little bit closer, some 10 lengths adrift. They've got 3 to jump, and it's Rushing Wild in the lead, starting to get a tired horse perhaps, and Cool Ground is closing on him. 3 out here, and it's Rushing Wild coming to it. Ears prick, jumps it well, doesn't touch a twig. Cool Ground, there he is, conceding 2 stone. That's Go Far and Kildimo, tired horses. Old Nick the Brief and Sipton Abbey continuing, but 2 to jump for Rushing Wild and Peter Scudamore as they come down towards the second last. It's Rushing Wild. Oh, what a fine leap, good performance this. Even more impressive as Cool Ground, very leg weary now, 25 lengths adrift, just 1 fence between Rushing Wild and Peter Scudamore, and victory in this Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial. This is the last fence. They jump it as immaculately and as cleanly, as spring-heeled as all the others, and Peter Scudamore allowing Rushing Wild and to ease down on this stiff uphill climb to the line. Cool Ground is giving him 2 stone, but he really is in a different class, Rushing Wild, at these weights. He's been given a tremendous ovation by the crowd, and this is a racehorse. Rushing Wild wins the races. Cool Ground just passing the post now. It's going to be a close run thing for 3rd place, but I think we'll find that Nick the Brief has stayed on up the hill to take 3rd from Sipton Abbey 4, and the only other horse to complete will be Kildimo, who's finished last of all, because looking down, I can tell you that Go Far is being pulled up, and Brown Windsor was pulled up. So, the even money favourite, Rushing Wild, has landed this, the Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial Handicap, sponsored by Bearing Securities.
Money favourite, second number 1, Cool Ground at 16 to 1. And third number 2, Nick the Brief at 33 to 1. The tote paid £2 for the win. The places 130, 230 and £5.50. The dual forecast came to £15.10. the CSF to 16.35, and the Tricast to £303.56. Non-runner 12 and 11.